Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Michael Bar. To my left, all praises to Avinawi Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Mashiach Yahushai. So today we're going to go over Deuteronomy 7, Deuteronomy chapter 8, and Deuteronomy chapter 9. So first, give me Joshua chapter 1. So go to Joshua chapter 1. Start at verse 7 and 8. So every Sabbath, last couple of weeks, we finished the book of Numbers. This week, we're going to cover the book of Deuteronomy. The last 2 weeks, we covered Deuteronomy 1 and 3. And then last week, we covered Deuteronomy 4 through 6. And then this week is 7 through 9. So Joshua chapter 1, verse 7.
Verse 7. Only be thou very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law, which Moses my servant commanded thee. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper whithersoever thou goest.
So we're supposed to stay on the straight path. We don't supposed to be worrying about what everybody else is doing, but we're supposed to be staying focused. Go ahead.
Verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy ways prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success.
So keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments is what's going to deliver us in these last days, and having faith in the Messiah, Yahushua. So we'll go to Deuteronomy chapter 7 now. Let's get straight to it. Deuteronomy chapter 7. It is very important to learn these laws. There's more laws than just the dietary law. There's more laws than just wearing fringes. There's a lot of laws in this Bible. You know what I mean? So that's why we must learn these. We must teach these laws, statutes, and commandments. Matter of fact, hold that. Go to Matthew 5 real quick. Salakia. Go to Matthew 5 real quick. Let's see what Yahushua said. Matthew 5 and 17.
Matthew 5 and 17.
Go ahead.
Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Go ahead.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Continue.
Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
Go ahead.
But whoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
Now go back to Deuteronomy 7. So that's what we're going to teach. All the laws, statutes, and commandments. So yeah, we're supposed to wear fringes, but also we're supposed to have diverse different fabrics. So if your shirt is not 100% cotton or 100% wool or 100% silk or whatever, then that's breaking the commandment as well. You see what I'm saying? So we must not pick and choose what laws to keep. We must strive for perfection and try to keep all these laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. So Deuteronomy chapter 7, start at verse 1. Get to it.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 1. And when Yahweh thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
So those was all Hamitic tribes. Those are descendants of Ham. Continue.
And when Yahweh thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them, and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
So we weren't supposed to make covenants. We didn't supposed to make covenants back then with the Hamites, and we sure not supposed to make covenants with America. That 501c3 or any type of other covenant. We don't supposed to be doing that. Hold that. Give me 1 Esdras in the Apocrypha. Give me 1 Esdras, chapter 8. Mosiah told us not to make no covenant with them. So 1 Esdras, chapter 8, verse 83 to 85.
1 Esdras, chapter 8, verse 83. That the land which ye enter into to possess as a heritage is a land polluted with the pollutions of the strangers of the land, and they have filled it with their uncleanness. Therefore now shall ye not join your daughters unto their sons, neither shall ye take their daughters unto your sons.
So we aren't supposed to be mixing with the other nations. That's the law as well. Continue.
Moreover, you shall never seek to have peace with them, that ye may be strong, and eat the good things of the land, and that ye may leave in the inheritance of the land unto your children forevermore.
So that's what the Most High told us. So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7. So we're supposed to make no covenant, no peace with them. We're supposed to we are a holy nation. The word holy means set apart or separate. So read, Deuteronomy chapter 7, read verse 3 now.
Verse 3. Never shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Continue.
For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you, and destroy thee suddenly.
So hold that, go back to 1 Ezra. So go back to 1 Ezra chapter 8 and read 69 and 70. So the Most High told us not to make marriages with them, and to the point that we won't, because if I go marry a East Indian woman, and I sit there and have a child with that woman, and if we, separated, and that child grow up with his mother, guess what? That child's going to learn the ways of the East Indians. What's that, Hindu?
Yeah,
they're going to learn some Hindu. So Most High said, don't deal with them. Yes, we had our people dealt with them, but we didn't supposed to deal with them to the point that they would have you change your belief in serving their gods. So that's how King Solomon fell. We had concubines and so forth of the other nations, but we was strong enough, we supposed to have been strong enough to be like, okay, even though I'm with this nation is not going to keep me from serving the Most High. You see, so go back to 1 Ezra chapter 8, read verse 69 and 70.
1 Ezra chapter 8, verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and the Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
Because Israel tried to be slick. They'll try to say, okay, Deuteronomy 7 never mentions Esau, or Moab. So they'll try to say, oh, see, I can go marry and go be with a heathen. But no. Read that part again.
The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and the Levites have not put away from them strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of Gentiles.
Okay.
To wit, the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
Continue.
For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
So that's why, there's so much confusion, because you have our people mixing with the other nations. So that's why you have Israelites that might not look like other nations. It might not look like us. Go ahead.
And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity.
Jump to verse 92.
Verse 92.
Go ahead.
Then Jeconias, the son of Julius, one of the sons of Israel, called out and said, O Esdras, we have sinned against Yahweh God. We have married strange women of the nations of the land, and now is all Israel aloft.
So a lot of people try to say, okay, I was married before I came into the truth, so now I'm going to just continue to be with that heathen person. Let's see what our forefathers did. Continue.
93.
Go ahead.
Let us make an oath to Yahweh that we will put away all our wives, which we have taken of the heathen, with their children.
So that's what we're supposed to have done. So just because you was married to a heathen before, because we had concubines and back then and everything it's lawful to do it, but using wisdom, is it wise thing to do to go get a heathen when the race war is going to pop off? Right. That wouldn't be the wise thing to do. So our people say, we could deal with the concubines, but then they'll start falling in love with them. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? But the Most High gave us wisdom too. So it wouldn't be wise to go deal with another nation. You got plenty of blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans that's single women out there that you can, scoop up, that you can take as your wife. Okay? Go to 1 Ezra chapter 9. Read 7 and 9.
First Ezra chapter 9, verse 7. So Esdras arose up and said unto them, Ye have transgressed the law in marrying strange wives, thereby to increase the sins of Israel. And now by confessing, give glory unto Yahweh God of our fathers.
So you must confess that sin that you have done. Okay, yeah, I was into Christianity and worshiping false gods and following after heathen women. Now I must repent. Continue.
And do his will, and separate yourselves from the heathen of the land, and from the strange woman.
So we must separate from the other nations. That's the wise thing to do, is come together, like Zephaniah chapter 2 says. We must gather ourselves together, O nation not desire. So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Start at verse 5 now.
Verse 5.
Gone.
But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire.
Continue.
For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God. Yahweh thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto him, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So the word holy means set apart. So the Most High told us we are a special people. We are set apart from all the other nations. So how can we be a holy and special people, but we joint with other nations? That makes no sense. We must join hand in hand with our people, with the 12 tribes of Israel. So-called Black Americans, the brothers in West Indies, Haitians, Haiti, so-called Spanish Americans, and the rest of our brothers and sisters scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. We must come together, not with the other nations. Continue. Matter of fact, hold that, continue on that, down to 8.
Verse 7. Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all people. But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
So it was nothing special about the nation of Israel. It was really the covenant the Most High sworn unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Most High is not a man that he should lie. So hold that, give me Sirach in the Apocrypha. Get a Sirach chapter 33. Or Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 7 through 12.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 33, verse 7.
Come on.
Why doth one day excel another, when as all the light of every day in the year is of the sun?
Go ahead.
By the knowledge of Yahweh they were distinguished, and he altered seasons and feasts.
Go ahead.
Some of them hath he made high days and hallowed them, and some of them hath he made ordinary days.
So just like throughout the year, you have, not all days are the same. You have high holy days, you have the Sabbath, you have the new moon. These days are more holier than just a regular day. Continue.
And all men are from the ground, and Adam was created of earth.
So Adam means or Adon, which means of the earth, of the ground. Go ahead.
In much knowledge Yahweh hath divided them, and made their ways diverse.
So he created Adam, and he separated the sons of Adam. It tells you that in Deuteronomy 32 and 8. So he separated the sons of Adam. Go ahead.
Some of them hath he blessed and exalted, and some of them hath he sanctified.
So we all know that the children of Israel was the ones that was set apart, that was sanctified, that was exalted. Go ahead.
And set near himself,
which is the children of Israel. Go ahead.
But some of them hath he cursed, and brought low, and turned out of their places.
So not all nations are the same. You got some people that the Most High loves, and some people that the Most High hates. Just like the days, not all the days are the same. Not all the nations are on the same level. So we are the superior race. Thus said the Lord. The children of Israel is. Now go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Or Salakia, read verse 7 again.
Verse 7.
Come on.
Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for you were fewest of all people. But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of the Pharaoh, king of Egypt.
So hold that, give me Psalms 105. Give me Psalms chapter 105. So you got the other part. So Psalms chapter 105, verse 6 through 10.
Psalms 105, verse 6.
Go ahead.
O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. He is Yahweh our God, which judgments are in all the earth.
Go ahead.
He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to a thousand generations.
So the Most High, He made a forever covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And like I said, like all the time, you have some Israelites that want to include other nations in. They're trying to break the everlasting covenant He made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and say, okay, now other nations can be drafted in. No, the Most High is not a man that He should lie. He made a covenant with our forefathers and our forefathers only. Go ahead.
Which covenant he made with Abraham in his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant.
So if you're not a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the kingdom of heaven is not for you. You will be a servant and a handmaid. You see what I'm saying? So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Read verse 9 now.
Verse 9.
Go on.
Know therefore that Yahweh thy God, He is God, and faithful God, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love Him, and keep His commandments to a thousand generations, and repayeth them that hate Him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth Him. He will repay him to his face.
So hold that, give me St. John 14 and 15. So how do we show we love the Most High? St. John 14 and 15 real quick. Read that.
Verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
So now go back to verse 9 of Deuteronomy. So the way we show we love the Most High is by keeping His commandments. Read verse 10. It's like you.
Verse 10. And repayeth them that hate Him to their face.
So how do you show you hate the Most High? What's the opposite of showing love? If you show love, you keep His commandments. So if you don't have to actually say you hate the Most High. You can show by hating the Most High by not keeping His commandments. If you don't keep the commandments, you're saying you hate the Most High. That's how serious it is. So you don't have to just say, oh, I hate the Most High. No. If you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you hate the Most High. Hold that. Give me Proverbs 8 and 17. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 17.
Proverbs 8 and 17.
Gone.
I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
So the Most High, even amongst the children of Israel, the Most High don't love all of us, because not all Israel is of Israel. You know, He only loved the elect right now. You know, because those are going to be the ones that's going to come back and repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. So He loved those that keep His commandments. If you're not keeping the commandments, the Most High hates you. Simple as that. Okay. Go back to Deuteronomy 7.
Deuteronomy 7.
And read verse 10 again.
And verse 10.
Gone.
And repayeth them that hate Him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth Him. He will repay him to his face.
Now give me Jeremiah 16 and 4. Because we all know in Romans 6 and 23, you know, the wages of sin is death. What is sin? 1 John 3 and 4, the transgression of the law. So give me Jeremiah 16 and 4. So He says He's going to pay you back face to face. Go ahead, read that.
Jeremiah 16 and 4.
Go ahead.
They shall die grievous deaths.
What did the Most High say?
They shall die grievous deaths.
Continue.
They shall not be lamented. Neither shall they be buried. But they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth.
The Most High said, He's talking about the wicked of our people. They're going to die grievous death, a horrible death. So if you don't come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, that's what's going to happen to our people. That's why you got these concentration camps here, built all around the world. You know, because they're going to be torturing our people. Because the concentration camps is really for Israel. You know, that's why you ever look up Rex 84, also known as King Alpha Plan. They plan on putting Negroes and Hispanics in concentration camps. You know, that's an executive order, 11490. They plan on putting us, they plan on giving us 1 hour when martial law comes to turn ourselves in. No other nation has an executive order written out for them. That's only for our people, because we are the children of the Most High. And it's called Jacob's trouble. So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7 and start at verse 11. Gone.
Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. Wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments and keep and do them, that Yahweh thy God shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers.
So we all know Deuteronomy 28 verse 15 talks about if you disobey, you will be cursed. But when you read verse 1 through 14, it says if you keep the commandments, you will be blessed. You will be set up on high. Continue.
And he will love thee and bless thee and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb and the fruit of thy land, thy corn and thy wine, and thy oil, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep, and the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you or among your cattle.
Hold that, give me Hosea 1 and 10. The Most High is letting us know, like, if we kept the commandments, we'll be able to be fruitful and multiply. Our women wouldn't be barren. They'll be able to have children and get pregnant quick. You know what I mean? So Hosea 1 and 10, read that.
Hosea 1 and 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
So because in slavery, they killed millions and millions of our people. So now we starting to get the curses up off us, and now we starting to be fruitful. He says, we starting to have kids and be as the sand of the sea. But back in slavery, when they came over here and killed 77 million so-called Native Americans throughout North, South, Central America, they tried to exterminate us. They only left us in few. But because the Most High love us, we was able to replenish the earth. Bring back our people that died. Continue.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people.
Where was it said that we was not God's people? Right here in America. Because during other captivities, we knew who we were. We was in Egypt, we knew we was the Hebrews. But this was really the main captivity that we forgot everything. We did not know who what we were. Like you during the time of like where Paul was writing, you had certain Israelites that didn't know, but you always had a bunch of Israelites that did know they was Israelites. But on this side of the part, we all lost that identity. We all lost that truth. You know what I'm saying? So we all was, in a so-called Gentile state of mind. Okay, continue.
Therefore it shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living God.
That prophecy is being fulfilled right now. How is the Most High saying that? Through the prophets. The prophets are going out there and saying, no, you are God's chosen people. That's prophecy being fulfilled. Now go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 14.
You're out there saying you're not African American, you're not Puerto Rican, you're not Cuban, you're not Brazilian, you're not Colombian, you're not Mexican, you're not Native American, you are the sons of the living God. Rise up. Okay, so what was that, 15?
Yeah.
Read that out.
And Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt, which thou knowest, upon thee, but will lay them upon all them that hate thee.
So what nation hate us? Go to go to Psalms 83. So that's why black folks, we number one in everything. High blood pressure, diabetes, sickle cell, cancer, AIDS, any type of disease we number one in. Damn near, because the Most High said if we transgress all those plagues that's in Egypt, all those diseases that was in Egypt, he was going to put up on our people. And it also tells you in Deuteronomy 28, even the plagues, not even the disease that's not even written up in this book will cleave unto you. You see what I'm saying? And destroy you. So read Psalms 83 and 1.
Psalms 83 and 1. Keep not thy silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
So that's why you got the United Nations. You know what I mean? They have taken crafty counsel against our people. Go ahead.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's why we was calling ourselves by these bywords. And they craftily counsel. They're continuing to what? Promote that wicked music. They continue to push drugs in our community and have liquor stores everywhere and churches everywhere because they are taking crafty counsel upon God's people. Continue.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
So they're against the Most High, and if you're against the Most High, you're against the children of the Most High, which is Israel. Go ahead.
The tabernacles of Edom, and of the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also was joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah.
So go back to Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 16.
John.
And thou shalt consume all the people which Yahweh thy God shall deliver thee. Thine eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods, for that will be a snare unto thee. If thou shalt say in thine
Read that
heart,
one more time. Select it.
and thou shalt consume all the people which Yahweh thy God shall deliver thee, thine eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods, for that will be a snare unto thee.
Hold that. Give me Micah chapter 4. Micah chapter 4. Micah 4, verse 13.
Micah 4, verse 13. Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron.
So the horn represents strength when you look it up in the blue letter. You would make our strength like iron. Just like King David was able to bend still. Go ahead.
And I will make thy hooves brass.
You look up the word hooves, it represents your fists. He's going to make our fists like brass. What was that guy from where they come back with them brass? What was that? Jacks?
Jacks.
Yeah. That's how it's not a coincidence that they did that way. You know what I mean? Let you know, man, and what we going to do with our fists? Let's see. Go ahead.
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people.
What did the Lord say?
And thou shalt beat in pieces many people.
We're going to beat in pieces many people. We ain't going to have no pity upon them. So, if we did it back then, what you think we're going to do to Esau now? Oh, not Esau. Esau's your brother. You can't do nothing about. You can't do nothing to him. That was back then when the Lord was mad. He was an angry God. Now, God still loves the world, God. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And I will consecrate their gain unto Yahweh.
So, come.
And their substance unto Yahweh of the whole earth.
Now go to Micah chapter 5, verse 7 through 9. So the same way we did to the heathens back then, guess what? We're going to do to the heathens now. There's nothing new under the sun. So get Micah 5, 7 through 9. Read that.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
So we're going to be in the midst of many people. You see it says a remnant. Read that one more time.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people.
Because not all Israel is going to be in the midst. The majority of Israel is going to get cut off and put to death. But the remnant, meaning the elect, is going to be in the midst of many people. Go ahead. As
the dew from Yahweh. As the showers upon the grass.
Go ahead.
That tarrieth not for man, nor waited for the sons of men.
So we ain't gonna have to worry about is Creflo Dollar gonna give us the gold? Is what's the other guy? L Sharpton. We ain't gonna be worrying about if he say, what his opinion is.
Right.
We ain't gonna be worrying about what these men be saying.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest.
So we are lions. That's why we got the lion on the shirt. You know what I mean? Lion of Judah. You know, we all come out of the waters of Judah. Go ahead.
As a young lion among the flocks.
So we're not going to be like an old lion, like when you go to Genesis 49, it says Judah was, he crouched down like a lion, but an old lion.
Yeah.
The Most High is waking up young brothers with hell of energy, run through the whole city. Go ahead.
Of sheep, who, if he go through, both tread it down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to deliver us out of the hand of the elect. When the Most High give us that power, it is a wrap, finito. It's gonna be finished, fatality. You know what I mean? Continue on that.
Verse 9.
Come.
Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries.
So our hands are going to be lifted up upon our adversary, our enemies, the ones that hate us. Go ahead.
And all thine enemies shall be cut off.
They're going to be cut off. No power, no might. Now go to Ezekiel 25. Ezekiel 25. Because a lot of people try to say, oh, we don't supposed to hate the white man. We don't supposed to do that. The Most High is going to judge them. Okay, yeah, the Most High is going to judge them. But how is the Most High going to judge the Edomites? Let's see. So go to Ezekiel 25, verse 12 through 14.
Verse 12.
Come on.
Thus saith Yahweh God, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged himself upon them.
So you got some Israelites, they know Esau gonna get it, and they don't want the white man to get it. They still got that Stockholm syndrome, so they say, "Oh, Esau's not the white man. That's Esau, somebody else." They don't want. they try their best not to. They don't want Esau, the so-called white man, to get punished.
Right.
They want to. Oh no, Esau's not the white man. Esau is the white man, so-called white man. You see what I'm saying? Continue out.
Verse 13. Therefore thus saith Yahweh God, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom.
So he's going to stretch out, he's already stretching out his hand right as we speak. That's why their kingdom is falling. Continue.
And will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman. And they of the Dan shall fall by the sword.
Go ahead.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do Edom according to mine anger, and according to my fury.
Wait. Read that from the top again, verse, what's that, 12?
Verse 14.
14, select it.
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom.
So yes, the Most High is going to judge Edom. But how? Go ahead.
By the hand of my people Israel.
He's going to use us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the elect, that's going to be like young lions amongst the sheep.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
Because it tells you in what Psalms, what is that? The book of Psalms, let me try to find it real quick. 137, that we're going to take their little babies and dash it against the stone.
Yeah.
A lot of people be like, I can't do that. You know, that's a little baby. The Most High is going to put that anger in you. You might not have this power or the anger inside you right now to do something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I do. I'll take the bash the little baby right now. The Most High give me that green light. But not everybody has that type of spirit. Some people are like, oh, that's a little baby. I can't do that. The Most High is going to say, here, take my spirit. Put that warrior spirit upon you. You see what I'm saying? We always when we always went to war, we killed the man, we killed the woman that was married, and we killed the children, and then we kept the women that didn't have sex, the virgins, for ourselves. We went over that like a couple of weeks ago. So we always did that. Okay? So that's it on that?
Yeah.
Come on, go back to Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 7
and 17.
and 17.
Come on.
If thou shalt say in thine heart, these nations are more than I, how can I dispossess them? And thou shalt not be afraid of them. But thou shalt remember that Yahweh thy God did unto Pharaoh and unto Egypt.
So we didn't realize that we was going to get delivered out of Egypt. The Egyptians was more greater than us. We was in bondage. We was afraid. We was worried. We was complaining. So we thought, oh, they're more mightier than us. Just like we here in America. Yeah, they got tanks and armored trucks and all these guns and damn satellites, like lasers that they can hit you from outer space.
Right.
We know all that. They got damn drones and like Iron Man and shit suits. They be flying and stuff. Like, they got all this stuff. But guess what? We got the Most High. So we're not supposed to be afraid. Most High don't give us the spirit of fear. I don't know why brothers be afraid to die. You don't understand regeneration in the Bible. You already died plenty of times. So why the hell are you scared for it? You know what I mean? So continue on that. Down to verse 19.
19. The great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs, and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby Yahweh thy God brought thee out, so that shall Yahweh thy God do unto all the people whom thou art afraid.
So hold that. Give me a second Esdras. Give me second Esdras in the Apocrypha. Chapter 15. So we've seen all the wonderful signs the Most High plagued Egypt with, killing their firstborn, turning their water to blood, locusts, all these different things that the Most High plagued Egypt with. And then Moses, our big brother, splitting the Red Sea so that we can go through and then drowning the Egyptians. We've seen those wonderful signs. Okay, so 2nd Ezra 15, 11 and 12.
2nd Ezra 15 and 11.
Because America is also known as Great Babylon, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So check this out, 2nd Ezra 15, 11 and 12. Read that.
But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
So the Most High says he's going to smite Egypt with plagues like before. So the same plagues that he's going to hit ancient Egypt with, he's going to do to America. Continue.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that God shall bring upon it.
Continue.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting.
Through the what?
Through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation.
Continue.
Woe to the world, and them that dwell therein.
Destruction unto this world. Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7. So he's going to smite this place just like he smited ancient Egypt. The same thing. That's why also too, you got around the world, you got rivers turning into blood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got locusts. They were showing in Egypt, even in Egypt too, they had like a bunch of locusts flying.
Exactly.
All them things the Most High is plaguing this earth. You know what I mean? So go back to Deuteronomy 7, where we left off.
20?
Read verse 19 again.
Verse 19.
Come.
The great temptations which thine eyes saw, and the signs, and the wonders, and the mighty hand, and the stretched out arm, whereby Yahweh thy God brought thee out, so that Yahweh thy God shall Yahweh thy God do unto the people of whom thou art afraid.
Hold that, give me Wisdom of Solomon. That's what I wanted. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. In the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Right there. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1 through 1 and 2.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man standing in great boldness.
No, we're gonna be afraid.
Standing in great boldness.
So that's why the righteous gonna stand in great boldness. That's why one of our favorite scriptures: the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous as bold as lions. Read that part one more time.
Then shall the righteous man standing in great boldness before the face of such have afflicted him.
That's why you see the young brothers, we out there teaching the streets and the highways and byways. We standing in great boldness. We out there telling the cops, they're like, these Negroes tell the cops they're going to be put to death? These Negroes is crazy. They telling the cops they're going in slavery? Hold on. Because our people got that slave mentality. You can't speak to master like that. You see that damn badge he got? That's authority. You must obey the laws of the land. Get the hell out of here. That book of Romans 13 is not talking about obeying the white man. It's talking about obeying the higher power, which is the Most High. They tell you no power but of God, showing you that the higher power is the Most High. But these lying Israelites that's working with the government gonna try to tell you, you must obey the white man. The reason why they got killed is the reason why that boy got killed because he ran. You're not supposed to run from the white man. You're supposed to, when the white man say stop, you must stop. These Negroes that have slave mentality. The hell with the white man and his laws. Acts 5 and 29 said we ought to obey God rather than men. Okay? Read verse 2 out. Read verse 1 again.
Verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
So when they see us young brothers out there in the highways and byways, you best believe the government afraid. You best believe the police is afraid. They seen a bunch of young black men, Hispanic, Native American men out there in the streets. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, and so far beyond all that they looked for.
So just like we were saved in Egypt, delivered in Egypt, they're going to be amazed at the strangeness of our salvation. They're going to be like, dang, these cats getting beamed up in the chariot. These was actually the prophets of the Most High. They're going to be amazed at when Yahweh and the angels come and deliver the 12 tribes of Israel. Now go back to Deuteronomy 7.
Deuteronomy 7, verse 20.
Come.
Moreover, Yahweh thy God will send the hornet among them, until they that are left and hide themselves from thee be destroyed.
Continue.
Thou shalt not be affrighted at them, for Yahweh thy God is among you, a mighty God and terrible. And Yahweh thy God will put out those nations before thee by little and little, that thou mayest not consume them at once, lest the beasts of the field increase upon thee.
Go ahead.
But Yahweh thy God shall deliver them unto thee, and shall destroy them with a mighty destruction, until they be destroyed.
So we have to understand, have that same faith. Hold that, give me, what's that, Hebrews 11? We must have that same faith. You know, we must believe that the Most High, no matter how many people they got, how many guns they got, we must believe that as long as we keep in the law, statutes, commandments, we will be protected. We must believe that. So Hebrews 11, what's that, verse 6, I believe? Yeah, come. Hebrews 11 and 6.
6. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Read that one more time. Hebrews 11 and 6.
But without faith it is impossible to please him.
So if you don't, because faith without works is dead. You can have all the works, you can keep the commandments 100%. But if you don't have faith, that don't mean, them works ain't gonna mean nothing. You have to have faith and works. Go ahead.
For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
So he's going to reward us with what? That strangeness of salvation. He's going to reward us with salvation if we obey and keep his commandments, and if we have faith in what we doing. You see what I'm saying? So give me Deuteronomy chapter 7. Like some brothers that keep the laws, but they don't have faith. They still thinking, oh, we in the captivity, and they're gathering all these damn tanks and armies. Mm-hmm. They don't have faith. Like, man, what are we supposed to do? Mm-hmm. Let's leave America. Yeah. Let's go somewhere else. But guess where? Guess what? If you go type in usembassy.com or .org, guess what? The U.S. have an embassy in every damn country. So you ain't gonna be able to escape the white man anyway. Exactly. You're gonna go run somewhere else, and America got a hand in that. Or you're gonna go run to East India, and they hate you too. You're gonna go run to Egypt, they hate you too. All nations hate the Israelites. And all nations got armies. That's what I don't understand. They over there in China killing black people and eating them. That's what they doing over there. You know what I mean? We'll just talk about that in the car, like, and feed it to you. You want some Negro fried rice? I mean, stir fried rice? So read that.
Verse 24.
Go ahead.
And he shall deliver their kings into thine hand, and thou shalt destroy thy name from under heaven. There shall no man be able to stand before thee, until thou have destroyed them.
So, wait, read that part again, that last part. There shall no man.
There shall no man be able to stand before thee, until thou have destroyed them.
They ain't gonna have nothing, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing with the elect. Mm-hmm. Yahweh is coming to give our people immortality. Ain't no more dying. Mm-hmm. No more sickness. Ain't no more plagues or anything. We're gonna be immortals if we keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. So what the hell is a mortal man gonna do with an immortal? Right. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure any brothers and sisters watching the movie Immortal, when them damn, I mean, they had the angels all confused and dressed up like damn Greeks and homos, but when that man came down and that earth rose, I mean, the damn shake, and them people's like, you know, what was the guy named Leonidas or something? Yeah. He was a warrior, and he was like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? So that's how it's gonna be when the Most High gives us that power. You know what I mean? How willing, you know, we're part of that elect. Yeah. Each and every brother, sister. Where we at? Continue.
25. The graven images of their gods shall be burned with fire. Thou shalt not desire the silver or gold that is on them, nor take it unto thee, lest thou be snared therein. For it is an abomination to Yahweh thy God. So
y'all, like I always say, like our people think that they got a big old gold chain, a gold cross, they think they being holy. Or they got all these images in their houses. They think that they're righteous because they're, You know, they got a white image of Jesus or a black image of Jesus and all these angels everywhere, and that is idolatry. We don't supposed to do those things. You know what I mean? Continue.
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thine house.
We're not supposed to do what?
Neither shalt thou bring an abomination into thy house.
So somebody give you a gift. You know, your mom might give you a gift, dad, whoever, grandma. A lot of people are like, oh, my mom gave me this. Man, you gotta throw that thing in the ground or say, Mom, I don't want that. She, here, this is Angel Gabriel. Here, I want to give it to you. Nah, Mom, that's abomination. We don't supposed to bring those abominations to our house. You know what I mean? Have all these angels and butt naked little babies and stuff. Right. Talking about that's, you know, Michael, the archangel. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to do these things. Continue. Or a Christmas card, bringing it to your house, a Christmas tree. All this is abomination. Damn Valentine candy. They be like, I'm not gonna celebrate Valentine, but they got a damn heart. You know what I mean? Candy. I just wanted the chocolate. That is abomination. Go ahead.
Lest thou be cursed, be a cursed thing like it, but thou shalt utterly detest it, and thou shalt utterly abhor it, for it is a cursed thing.
We supposed to hate those abominable things. Your family's supposed to try to give you that. You supposed to get the hell out there, man. I can see if it's your mom, now you be respectful if it's your mom or your. But if it was one of your cousins or somebody, man, you like, man, don't you ever in your mother effing life bring that to me, put that in my face, because Satan will try to bring your family to try to get you caught up.
Exactly.
They'll send grandma. Satan don't have no problem using grandma or grandpa or mama or daddy or sister or brother. Satan do not care. He'll use whatever. You know what I mean? Your brother, sister, he'll try to bring some abomination. Hey, sweetheart, if your mama call you, hey, we having a gathering. I know it's Christmas and I know you don't celebrate it, but you can just come celebrate with us. That's how Satan works. You just got to be respectfully and be like, nah, Mom, you know, I don't celebrate that. You know, y'all can, you know, do what y'all got to do, but, you know, I'm reading my Bible. I'm going to keep Hanukkah. You know what I mean? So, we done with Deuteronomy chapter 7. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go and to possess the land which Yahweh sware unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which Yahweh thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart.
Hold that. I got a precept real quick. 2nd Ezra 14 and 30. Get that. Matter of fact, start at verse 28. 2nd Ezra chapter 14.
2nd Ezra chapter 14.
Verse 28 and 30.
Verse 28. Hear these words, O Israel. Our fathers at the beginning were strangers in Egypt, from whence they were delivered.
We all know we were delivered out of Egypt, our forefathers. Go ahead.
And received the law of life.
Which they received what?
And received the law of life.
Go ahead.
Which they kept not.
Which they did what?
Which they kept not.
Go ahead.
Which ye also have transgressed after them.
So what is the law of life? The commandments. If you're not keeping the commandments, what's that in Proverbs? What is that? Proverbs. Let me see if I can find it. Proverbs 21. So the commandments is the law of life. So if you're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments, go to Proverbs 21 and 16. Read that.
16.
Done.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
Read that one more time.
The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead.
If you're not keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, you are in the congregation of the dead. If you're keeping these laws, that's the breath of life. That's what the Most High breathed into Adam, into his nostril, the breath of life. He gave Adam what? Laws, statutes, and commandments. The laws, statutes, commandments was not just given to Moses. We always had the laws and the commandments and statutes from the beginning. Why you think Noah knew to separate the unclean and the clean animals? Why you think Cain and Abel brought a sacrifice unto Yahweh? Why do you think, what's another example? It's another example at the top. I can't think of it. But we had the law, statutes, and commandments. We had the dietary law. We sacrificed animals. So we did these things because we always had laws. Okay? So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh.
So the Most High will humble you. You know what I mean? Like, when I was in the world, I was proud as hell. I was playing basketball, training with NBA players. I knew I was going to make it. You know, I dropped that, accept the truth, you know, stop playing that basketball, whatever. You know what I mean? The Most High will, he will humble you. You know what I mean? Like, the girl at the time had 2 brand new cars, an old school car on 24s, all this gold, all this, and all, man, Most High was like, give me all that. Took everything, like, nope. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's how the Most High will humble you. Because he knew I was caught up on that material stuff. I gotta have the biggest rims. That's why when I look at brothers, ain't nothing wrong with having rims or nothing, but when I be looking at brothers, I be like, that used to be me. On 24s and 26s and all that. You know what I mean? I used to go and teach the Bible. That's when I was doing the work by myself. I'd go on the west side or university or somewhere and go teach the Bible. You would have brothers pull over, ask me, let me buy your car. Brother, I'm teaching the Bible. Only thing they concerned with the Bible. They think I'm a drug dealer. They was like, oh, this nigga gotta be selling drugs. He got a new car every day. You know what I mean? So that's how the Most High will humble you. Just like Job. Job lost everything, but he kept that faith, and the Most High gave him double. Okay? So give me, go back.
Verse 4.
Come.
Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so Yahweh thy God chasteneth thee. Hold that. What's that? Hebrews chapter 12. The Most High will chasten us. He'll give us a whooping. You know, physically or spiritually, either one. But he's going to give you a whooping. You know what I mean? You're going to go through trials and tribulation. This ain't no easy walk. Like you just skipping through the kingdom. Happy as hell. Hell no. Boy, you're going to be in this life. You're going to be like, man, I hate my life. I hate this world. I hate everything. You're going to be mad as hell. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't realize that's why they like, he's like a bar. He got a short temper. Man, I hate this life. Man, I'm telling you, the more you be in this truth, the shorter you're going to be able to handle. You're like, man, some stuff that you used to put up with, you don't put up with no more. Exactly. You so quick to snap, like, man. You know what I mean? So, get Hebrews chapter 12, 6 through 8. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. For whom Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth. So who the Most High loves? Guess what? He chastises. He chastens. He's going to make you go through things. He's going to have you go through things. Go ahead. And scourges every son whom he receiveth. If you endure chastening. If you what? If you endure chastening. So if you endure that trials and tribulation, go ahead. God deals with you as one of with his sons. He will deal with you as a son or a daughter. Go ahead. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? So if the Most High loves you, he's going to chastise you. Just like when you was young and your mom or your dad was whooping the hell out of you. You're going to go through that. Go ahead. But if ye be without chastisement. So if you're not going through no trials and tribulation, if you just having a wonderful time in the truth, if you're not going through affliction, if you out there teaching the Bible and you don't got no demons messing with you, or the cops ain't harassing you. I be seeing some tapes, the cops be right behind people. I be like, what the hell? Every time the cops see us, when we be downtown or somewhere, they gonna be like, they gonna harass the hell out of us. Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But some camps, they be freaking cops right behind them, and the cops ain't saying nothing. You see what I'm saying? So if you're not going through trials and tribulation, affliction, guess what? Go ahead. Whereof all are partakers. They all are partakers. If you're a son or a daughter of the Most High, you're going to be chastised. Go ahead. Then are you bastards? You are what? Then are you bastards and not sons. So if you're not going through trials and tribulation, affliction, you are a bastard.
Your father is not the Most High. Ye are of your father the devil. Go back to Deuteronomy 8. You know what I'm saying? So if you a child of the Most High, guess what? You're going to go through it. This is not an easy walk. This is not no down skip park when you in the kingdom, all happy. You know, it tells you in St. John, he that loved his life shall lose it, and he that hated his life shall gain it. You know what I mean? So to read that out.
Deuteronomy 8:6. Therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of Yahweh thy God, to walk in his ways and to fear him. For Yahweh thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks of water, of fountains, and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley and vines, and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive, and honey.
Why do you think all nations is over there fighting over that land? I think the Jewish people, that land is very rich. People don't understand that. Go ahead.
A land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness.
So scarceness means poverty. You won't be poor. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayest dig brass.
So it's all type of richness. Once the Most High brings us into the kingdom, through the Son of I.U.I.C, like I said, it's going to be so many riches that the Most High have hidden, that's going to spring forth out the earth. You know what I mean? There's a lot of treasures that the Most High have hid. You know what I mean? That is ready for his elect to inherit. You know what I mean? Continue.
Verse 10.
Gone.
When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless Yahweh thy God for the good land which he hath given thee. Beware that thou forget not Yahweh thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
Because we don't never supposed to forget God's laws, statutes, and commandments. And nobody comes second. Nothing. Most High don't come second to no one. You can't put your job before the Most High. You can't put your loved ones before the Most High. You can't put no one before the Most High. Continue.
Verse 12.
Go ahead.
Lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and has built goodly houses and dwelled therein.
So you all kicking it, you got a big old house or nice cars, and you full. You ain't struggling. Everything's good. Go ahead.
And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied.
You got a ton of money in the bank. You just living good. I must be blessed, right? I must be a man of the Most High. Look at my diamond rings, right? Go ahead.
Then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget Yahweh thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, who led thee through the great and terrible wilderness.
Hold that. Go to Luke chapter 6. Luke chapter 6, verse 25 and 26. So our people, because our people are, living good, they're not struggling, they lifted up their head. And then they start being proud. And then they forgot about the law, statutes, and commandments. Read Luke 6, 25 to 26.
25. Woe unto you that are full.
What did the Most High say?
Woe unto you that are full.
So woe, destruction, warning, destruction to you that are full. Go ahead.
For ye shall hunger.
You're going to hunger in these last days. Go ahead.
Woe unto you that laugh now.
Woe unto all y'all, we be out there teaching, bunch of scoffers laughing. I hate you damn black Israelites. Woe unto you that laugh now. Go ahead.
For ye shall mourn and weep.
You're going to mourn and weep. Jeremiah 16:4, you're going to die a grievous death. Laugh at that. You know what I mean? Because I be hating that stuff. They always laugh. Okay, keep on laughing. Most High see it. Most High eyes are 10,000 brighter than the sun. He see all that people laughing. But the men of the Lord, the elect of the nation of Israel, guess what? We're going to get the last laugh. Yahweh willing, I'm saying scoffers, we had to look down on a chariot, looking down at them, laughing while we get binged up, Yahweh willing. And they can see our faces, and we can look at them one more time until that missile comes and wipe their butt up. That'd be a blessing. Because we have tons of scoffers come up. Just like last week, the Egyptologists. He's a chemic cat. I'm gonna shoot you in your face. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Our people are scoffers. You know what I mean? So go back to Deuteronomy. Or was that in on 26?
26.
Go ahead.
Woe unto you, woe unto you, when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
So who cares if everybody, it says destruction unto you if everybody's speaking well of you. You got these Israelite camps, they want to freaking have a perfect name. They don't want nobody to talk bad about them. It says destruction unto you when all man should speak well of you. Hey, people think, because everybody speak well of you, you must be the man of the Lord. No, the man of the Lord will be talked bad about. That nigga's wicked as hell. He got 1,000 wives. That man is wicked. He's a demon. He has an anger issue. He called women bitches and sluts and whores and dogs, and he's crazy. You know what I mean? That's what the men of the Lord is going to go through that. People are going to speak evil. All them cats, they hate Esau. Them cats ain't men of the Lord. You're supposed to love everybody. John 3:16. You know what I mean? So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 8.
Oh, matter of fact, Salakia, go to 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. 2nd Ezra, chapter 9. So I don't care what anybody, they can talk all day, every day. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to worry about what people say about us. You know what I mean? So 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 7 through 12. Because like what we read in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 12, let me read it real quick. It says, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thy the herds and thy flock multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, all of that thou hast is multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up, and thou forget the laws of God. So when you're going through, you might have some riches, worldly riches, and then you start exalting yourself and being proud, look what I did. You know what I mean? I got this all on myself. Let's see what the Most High said. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 7 through 12. Read that.
And every one that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his works, and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
Faith and works. Continue.
Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
Go ahead.
And within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Just like Jeremiah chapter 1 says. He ordained us to be prophets from the beginning. He already knew us. He already knew who was going to be the teachers. Go ahead.
Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torment.
You gotta teach our brothers and sisters laws, statutes, commandments. They don't want to hear it. Forget that Bible. That was written by the white man. King James, homosexual, damn faggot. That's what they try to say, right? Go ahead.
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me.
Our people in their life, some of our people have received benefits. They might have millions of dollars in the bank. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with, if you have millions of dollars in the bank, there's nothing wrong with that. But if that millions of dollars is keeping you from keeping the laws, statutes, commandments, is a problem. So continue.
And they that had loathed my ways, my law, while they had their liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
I'm saying people that have all these riches, this place of repentance, the door is open still. Even though it's closed, it's damn near closed. Yahweh on his way coming very soon. They didn't want to hear the laws, statutes, commandments. Why? Because they received benefits. They weren't about 28s. They weren't about picking up a damn busload of women. Oh, I'm about to go to the club. I'm about to drive by. You'll see them cats. They'll drive by the club all 10 times in their big old car with their rims, and they get out. Look, so the ladies can see them. Look, he got 28s. You know what I mean? That's what our people do. They're not worrying about the laws, statutes, commandments. They're worrying about stunning. You know what I mean? Continue.
The same must know it after death by pain.
The same must know it after death by pain. Now go back to Deuteronomy 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse...
What's that? 15. Come.
Who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions, and drought, where there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint, who fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee to do good at thy latter end.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt say in thine heart, my power and the might of mine hand have gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember Yahweh thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day.
Hold that. Give me Romans 11:33. So wealth can mean like riches, like, you know, material stuff, like money. But riches can also mean something else. You can also be rich another way, not just physically rich, but you can also be spiritually rich. So Romans 11:33.
Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God. How unsearchable are his judgments, and his ways past finding out.
Read verse at the top again.
Oh, the depths of the riches, both of the wisdom and knowledge of God.
So it's better to be rich with wisdom and knowledge of God than having billions of dollars in the bank. It's best to have riches of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Turn your phones off. Continue. Or mute it, should I say.
How unsearchable are his judgments, and his ways past finding out.
So hold that, give me, or drop that, give me Isaiah 13 and 12.
Isaiah 13 and 12.
So Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. Read that.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
So don't worry about material things or riches of this earth, because as long as you keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, you know what I mean. Hold that. Go to Matthew chapter 5. Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. So don't worry about the riches. Oh, I gotta have this. I gotta have that. The men of the Lord, guess what? They're going to be balling out. The children of the Most High, our sisters and brothers that's living right, man, we're going to have unlimited access to riches. Mm-hmm. So Matthew 5 and 3, read that.
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
No, blessed are the rich.
Blessed are the poor in spirit.
Go ahead.
For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
Continue.
Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled.
So blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Not blessed are you because you got $1 million in the bank, or blessed are you because you got 28s. No. Give me one more precept. Revelations 1 and 3. Revelations 1 and 3. There's another way you become blessed.
Revelations 1 and 3.
Come.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Read that one more time.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that read. That's a problem with a lot of you blacks and Hispanics. You don't like to read for nothing. You just want to watch TV. Read that one more time.
Blessed is he that readeth. And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So you blessed if you read, and you blessed when you out there walking by and you hear the prophets of the Most High teaching in the streets. Go ahead.
And keep those things which are written therein.
Keeping what? Laws, statutes, and commandments. And go back to Deuteronomy chapter 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 17. Verse
19.
19, sorry. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Yahweh thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish. As the nations which Yahweh destroyed before your face, so shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of Yahweh your God.
So give me Isaiah 30 and 1. So because our people don't want to be obedient, you know what I mean, it's so easy to just go back in the world. It's so hard to keep these laws, statutes, commandments to the wicked. Should I say? These laws is not grievous. It's not that hard to do. Our people make it hard. You know, they like to complain. We can't make excuses. So Isaiah 30 and 1.
Isaiah 30 and 1.
Go ahead.
Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit.
So the instruction to our people that's in the Christian churches that don't want to come out, or in the Muslim mosque, or practicing Buddha or Hindu. Give me Romans 10 and 1. Romans chapter 10, verse 1. So we must come back to these laws, statutes, commandments. Because our people, like I said, our people love the Most High, or they claim to love the Most High, should I say. They have a zeal. But read that. Romans 10 and 1.
Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
So that's what Paul was praying for, that Israel might be saved. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we pray. You know, I pray every day for the elect to be saved, and that I may be included. You know, me and my family. Go ahead.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal of God.
So our people have a zeal. Our people, it's in our spirit to love the Most High. We just don't know how to. Go ahead.
But not according to knowledge.
But they don't have it according to the knowledge. Go ahead.
For they being ignorant of God's righteousness.
So they don't know the law, statutes, commandments. What do our people do? Go ahead.
And going about to establish their own righteousness.
They run right to the Baptist Church, Lutheran Church, Seventh-day Adventist, Jehovah Witness. Go ahead. Pentecostal, Apostolic. Go ahead.
Have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of God. For Christ is the end of the law.
That's it on that. So go back to Deuteronomy, now chapter 9. Deuteronomy chapter 9, start at verse 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 1.
Gone.
Hear, O Israel, thou art to pass over Jordan this day, to go in to possess nations greater than and mightier than thyself. Cities great and fenced up to heaven.
Go ahead.
A people great and tall. The children of Anakims.
The Anakims. Uh-oh. And remember, that's them 40, 50-foot damn giants, 100-foot giants that was sleeping that was sleeping with women. Like I said, these Israelites, boy, they damn bugged out of their damn mind. You thinking it was people 40, 50 years old sleeping with women. Like I said again. Sister, cover out here, down here. If a man 40, 50 feet tall, you better know he damn near hung to the damn breaking a branch. And you talking about a branch, a whole damn tree that's gonna fit in you? Get the hell out of here. How the hell a whole tree gonna fit in you?
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Let's use common sense. It wasn't no 40, 50-foot giants. Okay, read verse 2 again.
A people great and tall, the children of the Anakims, whom thou knowest, and of whom thou hast heard say, who can stand before the children of Anak?
So hold that. Go to Deuteronomy, what's that, 3 and 11? The word Anakims, when you look up in the Strong Concordance, it means long neck. A tribe of giants. They was descendants of Ham. They lived in southern Israel, southern Canaan. So let's see how tall these people really were. We already did it 2 weeks ago. We're going to do it again. So Deuteronomy 3 and 11. Let's see if they was 40, 50 years old according to GOCC and some other camps. Let's see how tall these people was. Read that.
For only Og, king of Bashan, remained of the remnant of giants. Behold, his bedstead was a bedstead of iron. Is it not a Rabbah of the children of Ammon? 9 cubits was the length thereof.
So his bed was 9 cubits long, right? Go ahead.
And 4 cubits the breadth of it.
So when you look, if you do basic math, 9 cubits equal out to about 13 and a half feet. And that's how big his bed was. So usually people will buy a bed, a little bit bigger than them, so that their feet won't be all hanging out and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's about 13 feet tall. Let's say that. Okay, that's understandable. But when you're talking about damn 40, 50-foot giants walking around, 5, 4, 5, I'm looking for some. Get the hell out of here. Like, no, that is not happening. That did not happen. 13 feet. What was the tallest person ever? Anybody know that was recorded? I think it was
Was it like 16?
That's what I was
White guy?
No, it was a white dude.
Yeah.
He was about.
I thought it was that Asian guy.
It was like I remember it was like a white dude. He was like 9, 11, 9, 10, and he died. He was like 20-something years old. He was still growing.
Yeah,
but he
yeah.
died.
He died?
Yeah, he died.
Oh.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, because they had that medical it was back in it was back in the day, like the 20s or 30s or 40s or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's almost 10 feet tall. He could have been still growing.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. You know what I mean? That's a giant. When you see Shaquille O'Neal or some basketball player and they 7 feet, you're like, man, that's a giant.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But they take it to a extreme. No, it wasn't 7 feet, brother.
Right.
There was about 40, 50, some of them was 80 feet. Man, like I said, who was they sleeping with?
Right.
Because it tells you that only the man was giant. The sons of God, because they claim that the sons of God was the only people that was giants.
Right.
So you trying to say a 40-foot man was dating a 5'4" woman?
Right.
Come on, let's use common sense, Israel. Common sense. Read verse 3. Some of our people don't have no common sense. Our people don't. That's why I sit back. I use my common sense. Okay, do this make sense? Do this make sense? Do this make sense? That don't make sense. So read verse 3.
Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 3.
Gone.
Understand therefore this day that Yahweh thy God is he which goeth over before thee as a consuming fire. He shall destroy them, and he shall bring them down before thy face. So shalt thou drive them out, and destroy them quickly, as Yahweh has said unto thee.
Gone. Go ahead.
Speak not thou in thine heart, after that Yahweh thy God had cast them out from before thee, saying, For my righteousness Yahweh hath brought me in to possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations Yahweh doth drive them out from before thee, not for thy righteousness, or for the uprightness of thine heart dost thou go to possess their land, but for the wickedness of these nations the Lord thy God, Yahweh thy God, doth drive them out from before thee, and that he may perform the word which Yahweh sware unto thy fathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Continue.
Understand therefore that Yahweh thy God giveth thee not this good land to possess it for thy righteousness, for thou art a stiff-necked people.
Hold that. Give me Jeremiah 4:22. Our people stiff-necked, rebellious, foolish. Most High call us dumb, simple. Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22.
Verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children.
The word sottish, which means stupid. Go ahead.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil.
Our people are wise to do evil. Go ahead.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
So to do good is to keep the commandments. That's Romans 7 and 12. Get that real quick. Romans 7 and 12. So when it comes to doing good, our people don't have no understanding. To do evil, our people are the best at that. The brothers that know, they know how to cook up crap. Hey brother, you know you got to do this and do that and add this and add that. They know how to roll a blunt. Oh, you got to do it this way. You gotta flip that. You know what I mean? You got to do it like that. But when it comes to learning good, what is good? Romans 7 and 12.
Romans 7 and 12.
Go ahead.
Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandments holy, and just and good.
That's what's good. Keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Go back to Deuteronomy 7.
Deuteronomy 9.
Or 9, it's like
Verse 7.
Gone.
Remember and forget not how thou provokedest Yahweh thy God to wrath in the wilderness, from the day that thou didst depart out of the land of Egypt, until ye came unto this place. Ye have been rebellious against Yahweh.
Go ahead.
Also in Horeb ye provoked Yahweh to wrath, so that Yahweh was angry with you to have destroyed you.
Hold that. Go to Deuteronomy 32. We provoked the Most High. We made the Most High angry, right? Ain't our people still doing that? You don't think the Most High looking down at heaven like, man, look at these people. These are the chosen people I chose. These Negroes is acting the fool. So give me Deuteronomy 32, verse 20 and 21. We have provoked the Most High to anger. Read that.
Verse 20. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very forward generation, children in whom there is no faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanity.
So that's how we provoke the Most High to anger, with our vanity, worshiping false God, mixing with the other nations. Go ahead.
And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people.
So he said, okay, you want to make me mad? Okay. I'm about to take these damn Hamites that's damn sleeping with gorillas and damn worshiping rods and have them rule over you. I'm going to take these damn cave people that's in the caves and have them rule over you. Our people laugh. Ha ha ha. Yeah, right. These cave people, they ain't going to rule over us. Guess what? They're ruling over us. Because why? We provoke the Most High to anger. Read that part again, verse 21.
They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
The Most High don't look at these other nations as people. It tells you in what's that? Hold that Ecclesiastes chapter 4, I believe. Ecclesiastes 4 in the Bible. Ecclesiastes 4 and what is it, 17? I believe, off the top. Is it 16?
16?
Oh wait. No, that's not it. 3 and 18.
Okay. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men.
So this is Ecclesiastes 3:18. Go ahead.
That God might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
Read that one more time from the top. Ecclesiastes 3:18.
I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men.
So we're not the sons of men. We are the sons of who? Of the Most High, right? Go ahead.
That God might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts.
What are the other nations?
Are beasts.
They are beasts. That's what he said. I'm going to provoke you to anger with those that are not even the people. I call him what? A beast. Esau's not a damn human. He's not a damn man. He's a beast. Only a beast would do the things that he does. Go back to Deuteronomy chapter 9. But not according to some Israelites. They want to hold hands and saying, Kumbaya, Yah, my Lord. So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 9.
Verse 9.
Con.
When I was gone up into the mount to receive the tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant which Yahweh made with you, then I abode in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. I neither did eat bread nor drink water.
You know how hard that is to do? To not eat bread or water or drink water for 40 days and 40 nights? Niggas can't even go out one day. They go, I can't do it. It's so hard. And that's why I try to fast once a week. I try to fast. You know what I mean? You got different type of fast. You know what I mean? One time I had to go with just not eating water or no food, nothing. Sometimes I might just drink water. You know what I mean? You gotta train your body into doing that. When martial law comes and you go a couple of days without food, you about to have a heart attack, a panic attack.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I can't use my microwave. I can't eat my chicken. You know, that's why you gotta train your body right now. So we don't, for these hard times to come. You know what I mean? So if you have to go a couple of days without food, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm good. Your body already used to it. But if you never fast a day in your life and you freaking go 2 hours without food, you wake up in the morning and you're still like, whoop, and you're like, oh shoot, I want some food. You don't got no food at the crib. Guess what? You are going to go crazy. You're going to be like, what I'm going to do? You know what I mean? That's why you got to train your body. Make sure you don't have to eat every day. Try to fast. If you can't do once a week, do once every 2 weeks, or do once a month. Do something. Because fasting and prayer is definitely a blessing. And giving alms, that cleanse you from all unrighteousness. You know what I mean? And the Most High will forgive you when you do these things. So continue on that.
Verse 10.
Done.
And Yahweh delivered unto me 2 tables of stone written according to all the words which Yahweh spake unto you in the mount, out of the midst of the fire, in the day of the assembly.
Uh-huh.
And it came to pass at the end of 40 days and 40 nights that Yahweh gave me the 2 tables of stone, even the tables of the covenant.
Just like, because you have some Israelites talking about Hispanics, Native Americans, not Israelites. They don't fit the curses. They was never in slavery. You know, them Negroes never passed history class in high school.
Right.
Because clearly Native Americans and so-called Hispanics, we was put in slavery first. That's clear. And you also, what's that stone called? The Los Lunas stone down in New Mexico. I think it's pronounced that. The Los Lunas stones down in New Mexico. You have the 10 Commandments written up in ancient Hebrew, found in New Mexico. And it's written on a Middle Eastern stone. That type of stone comes from over there in Israel. Then you know that the indigenous people of New Mexico, which are the sons of Issachar, they were speaking Hebrew. They had stone as well. And there's also history books that show that the Native Americans had Hebrew, the 10 Commandments as well. When they digged up the bones of the Native Americans, what was that show? CNN went back. Yeah, he came out with that on CNN. Okay, so continue on that.
Verse 12. And Yahweh said unto me, Arise and get thee down quickly from hence, for thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt, have corrupted themselves. They are quickly turned aside out of the way which I commanded them. They have made them a molten image.
Go ahead. Our people always make molten images. What kind of molten image anybody know that our people made when we came out of Egypt? Calves. Go ahead.
Furthermore,
because you know them tests is gonna start coming like we used to do. Give them tests. Having the sisters outdo the brothers. They're gonna stone them Negroes. Go ahead.
Furthermore, Yahweh spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people.
A stiff-necked, boy. That's all throughout the Bible. We're stiff-necked, dumb, stupid, foolish, simple. That's our people. When you go outside, you will see it. Like these Negroes, they game hanging, they over there doing a little crip walk and stuff. Got damn skinny jeans on, the tightest jeans in the world, and they saggy too. I'm like, these Negroes is, man, like, that's how you know we live in the last days. Because I'm not that old. And when I was back in high school, we wasn't wearing those skinny jeans and all this other stuff. Man, you'd have got your head knocked off. Now it's like a fashion. Now cats gotta, okay, hey brother, your pants ain't tight enough. You gotta make it tighter. Man, that's simple. Continue.
Verse 14.
Done.
Let me alone that I may destroy them, and blot out their name from under heaven. And I will make thee a nation mightier and greater than they.
So he said, man, let me just kill them. I'll make another nation. Our people so wicked, I don't want these Negroes no more, these Hispanics. I'm about to kill all of them. That's what the Lord told our people. He said, I'm about to kill all of them. They wicked as hell. They making a golden, I just delivered these simple Negroes out of Egypt. And they gonna go build a golden calf and say, this is what worship, this is what deliver us. Let's kill all of them.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I turned and came down from the mount, and the mount burned with fire, and the 2 tables of the covenant were in my 2 hands. And I looked, and behold, ye have sinned against Yahweh your God, and had made you a molten calf. Ye had turned aside quickly out of the way which Yahweh had commanded you.
It wasn't it wasn't like a year later. It was right after we got delivered out of Egypt. Let's build a golden calf. We gotta make something. Go ahead.
And I took the 2 tables and cast them out of my 2 hands and break them before your eyes.
So Levi, that boy got angry. You know what I mean? So Moses got angry. What the hell y'all doing? He took them 2 stones like, boom, do it, broke it. Go ahead.
And I fell down before Yahweh as at the first, 40 days and 40 nights. I did neither eat bread nor drink water, because of all your sins which ye sinned, in doing wickedly in the sight of Yahweh, to provoke him to anger.
Go ahead.
For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure, wherewith Yahweh was wroth against you to destroy you. But Yahweh hearkened unto me at that time also.
So hold that. Give me Exodus 32. Exodus chapter 32, verse 7.
Exodus 32, verse 7.
Exodus chapter 32, verse 7 through 14.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Go get thee down, for thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way which I commanded them, they have made a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed whereunto, and said, These be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
So, like the scripture says, in the time of affliction, our people would seek him early. You remember that one brother used to be with us, and he was coming along, he was struggling, whatever, he was coming along, and then he said, Hey brother, I love Jesus, here go your shirt, I hit the lottery,
Right.
and have a good day. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
The brother said, I hit the lottery, here you go. But when he was, even though he didn't hit the lottery, that nigga was whooping him.
Yeah.
But when he was going through trials and tribulation, when he was, homeless or whatever, that cat was coming faithfully. Then all of a sudden he said he hit the lottery. He said, Give me your shirt. I love the Lord. I'm out. Hold up. You ain't gonna keep the Lord's Sabbath no more? In their affliction, they seek the Most High early. But when you're going through, when you blasting, they got a lot of things. Our people don't want to fear the Most High. They don't want to keep the commandments. Continue on that.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath might wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make thee a great nation.
Go ahead.
And Moses besought Yahweh his God, and said, Yahweh, why doth thy wrath wax hot against thy people, which thou hast brought forth out of the land of Egypt with great power, and with a mighty hand? Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, For mischief did he bring them out, to slay them in the mountains, and to consume them from the face of the earth? Turn from thy fierce wrath, and repent of this evil against thy people.
Go ahead.
Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants, to whom thou swearest by thine own self, and saidest unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. And all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed, and they shall inherit it forever.
So we was made in their image. You see what I'm saying? So just like we repent from things that we do, this is talking about I.U.I.C, because he was there, he was the one, the mouthpiece of the Most High. He had to repent. Get that, verse 14.
And Yahweh repented of the evil which he thought to do unto his people.
So he had to repent from it. Like, I was going to kill him. Mm-hmm. But because Moses told him, like, hold on, you got to remember the Holy Covenant. Mm-hmm. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember those three guys? Mm-hmm. Please, Lord, can you hear me? You know what I mean? That's how it was. And so the Most High, Yahweh hearkened, and, he did not cast all of us out. Because he was about to beat another nation. You know what I mean? So go back to Deuteronomy chapter 9.
Deuteronomy chapter 9.
But that's how great, that's how Abraham was. That's how much of a man of the Lord Abraham was, that the Most High kept that covenant, even though Abraham's children, he was being wicked. You know what I mean? But he was like, okay, I remember Abraham. He was a just, upright, perfect man. One that feared Yahweh. So continue on that. What was that, verse,
18?
No, we had 19, read that.
For I was afraid of the anger and hot displeasure, wherewith Yahweh was wroth against you to destroy you. But Yahweh hearkened unto me at that time also.
Go ahead.
And Yahweh was very angry with Aaron to have destroyed him. And I prayed for Aaron also at the same time. And I took your sin, the calf which ye had made, and burnt it with fire, and stomped it, and ground it very small, even until was as small as dust. And I cast the dust thereof into the brook that descended out of the mountain. And at Taberah, and at Massa.
That's what. That's a lot of our people didn't realize that. Like when we used to say Massa. That actually is a Hebrew word. Anybody know what that Hebrew word means? Oppressor. You see? So he was saying, Massa. They say it in all the movies That means oppressor. Oppressor. Go ahead.
And at Terabah and Massa, and at Kibbroth Hatava, ye provoked Yahweh to wrath. Likewise, when Yahweh sent you from Kadesh Barnea, saying, Go up and possess the land which I have given you, then ye rebelled against the commandment of Yahweh, your God, and ye believed in him not, nor hearkened to his voice. Ye have been rebellious against Yahweh from the day that I knew you.
Go ahead.
Thus I fell down before Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights, as I fell down at the first, because Yahweh had said he would destroy you. I prayed therefore unto Yahweh and said, O Yahweh God, destroy not thy people and thine inheritance, which thou hast redeemed through thy greatness, which thou hast brought forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand.
So we all supposed to pray right now, because all Israel's not going to receive salvation. We must pray for the elect's sake, for the elect to be sealed. That's what we pray for. We don't pray for all Israel. You don't sit there, hey Lord, I want to come to you and ask you to wake up the 2/3. How you going to wake up somebody that they already was created to die? It was created to be put to death. You pray for the elect for sake. That's what you pray for. Continue.
Verse 27. Remember thy servants Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Look not unto the stubbornness of this people, nor to their wickedness, nor to their sin. Lest the land whence thou broughtest us out say, because Yahweh was not able to bring them into the land which he promised them, and because he hated them. He had brought them out to slay them in the wilderness. Yet they are thy people and thine inheritance, which thou broughtest out by thy mighty power and by thy stretched out arm.
Okay, give me one more scripture. Hebrews chapter 8. Hebrews chapter 8. Verse 7 through 12. Hold on, let everybody get that. Hebrews chapter 8. Verse 7 through 12. Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7 through 12. So we all know our forefathers was rebellious, they was wicked, they was evil, they was stubborn. So read Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7 through 12. Read that.
Verse 7. For that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second.
Go ahead.
For finding fault with them, he said, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
Go ahead.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers, in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Yahweh.
Go ahead.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh. I will put my laws in their mind, and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people.
So that's what's going to be in our mind. Laws, statutes, and commandments. Go ahead.
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh, for all shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
Because all Israel will be in the kingdom. Even the ones of our people that died on this side, they're going to be brought back as new babes in the kingdom. And we ain't going to have to tell them to get right. It's already going to be in them, from the least to the greatest. Continue.
For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins, and their iniquities will I remember no more.
He ain't going to remember the iniquities anymore. And that's going to fulfill Romans 11:26 when it says all Israel will be saved, meaning all Israel will be in the kingdom. So it's your brother Ephraim Michael Bar, to my left. All praises to Abinawi, Yahweh Ba'Shem HaMashiach, Yahweh Shai. Hope you brothers and sisters got edified through the Spirit. Shalom.